You have the floor.
Oh, great. Thanks for letting me do public comment. My name is Angela Scott. I ask questions of council members via email, and they don't get answered. But one council member did pose the following questions to me, and I'm more than happy to use my 3 minutes to answer those questions in story form. I would have used pictures, but citizens can't use taxpayer-funded equipment. Council member question 1. Could you please explain to me what it is that you feel I did to ignore the majority in Bloomington? There was once a council member who represented a ward in a community in which a majority of the families in the school district, more than 58%, are considered low income, meaning he represented a majority of households in which a family of 4 made less than $3,075 monthly. Yet he voted in favor of increasing taxes on necessary things like water, fuel, and utilities. This council member voted in favor of less than 10 miles of brick roads being redone while only approving a budget of $4 million a year for 320 miles of roads the majority of citizens drive on. That's 10 miles of roads that the majority of citizens use that were actually repaired this year based on the city's current budget that this council member voted to approve. Question 2 by the council member. I'm also curious what it is you think I did to focus on friends in the downtown area. This council member advocated and voted in favor of increasing funding for things like signs, infrastructure, and tax incentives for businesses in an area of the city which he does not represent, but does own 2 businesses and has friends, or as I like to call them, lobbyists. He also stated proudly at a mayor's town hall meeting that this particular part of town was being revitalized, and that at one point that part of town only had so many loft-style homes, and now it has double that many loft-style homes. Of those loft-style homes, there is not one that serves low-income households, which, let me remind you, is the majority of the families in the school district he represents. So I ask, is that representing the majority or is that representing friends? The final question this council member asked is, what do you feel I did for personal gain? This council member also lobbied other city council members for downtown businesses, but that did not benefit the majority of his constituents. But then he recused himself and failed to represent his constituents on a major vote that gave funding which allowed his businesses and business properties to be more visual and to receive special attention at taxpayer expense. He allowed the illegal vote to hire a lobbyist that would benefit his business, who, by the way, spent taxpayer time and money to advertise for one of his businesses on Facebook. But somehow he failed to recuse himself on a vote in which taxpayer-funded signs would be installed, giving his business an unfair visual advantage over, say, State Farm, the largest employer in Bloomington. I hope this answers your questions, Jamie.
Motion